Hi, everybody. It is Monday, February 10th, 2020. Um, the buyer, the scammer, that opened a return request on me on January 17th. Hopefully, fingers crossed, um, hopefully I have an update on that tomorrow. So I'm not going to update things in this video. And if you don't see one tomorrow, then eBay has dicked me over again. But hopefully there's an update. It has been an absolute shit show, and you will be shocked when you hear what eBay made me do. Um, I should try to remember to turn on the call recorder for that call. Note to self. Anyways, other idiots to tell you about. I have a list so I can remember. It's late. I'm getting tired. Bear with me as I do this. Um, yeah, so one of the first ones, and I had this happen. I think I told this story back back around Christmas. Somebody else did the same thing, messaged me going on about the price of something, arguing with how much they could get a similar but not really close item for, and then it sold while they were messaging me. Um, Kind of the same thing happened again. I had an item listed, and fairly rare item. I had the only other sold one. I had sold another one around, yeah, November, within the 90-day thing. I had the only other sold one, and I sold that one I think for 350. So this one I listed around. I had to relist it. It was up for about 6 weeks total. So yeah, it was around Christmas. I listed the second one I have, and listed it for $300. Holy watchers! 1, 2, 3, 5, 9, 12. It was nuts how the watchers kept going up. So, and of course, watchers are not buyers. But buyers don't know this. So if a buyer clicks on a listing and sees, holy shit, 14 people are watching this, maybe I better just buy it instead of thinking about it. It could push a sale that way. Um, or, when you have that many watchers, odds are one of them maybe is interested in buying it. So yeah, had it listed for $300. Watchers started going up, so I started increasing the price a little bit, Common sales tactic. Everywhere does things like this. Um, Somewhere in there, I'm not sure how far I made it up, but somebody messaged me, uh, bitching at me for doing this and arguing that it was only worth about $100, saying they had just got one for that price. Obviously, you can get this item cheaper. And no, I'm not going to say what item it is, but obviously you can get it cheaper if you're lucky and scoop up an auction, and wait a long time before you even see one come up. Um, yeah, like I said, they're not very common. And I had the last sold one, so I know damn well what they can sell for. Um, Anyways, I don't get why people bother to do this. What idiots. Yeah, and then it sold. A week after he was messaging me, it sold. Um, Somebody who's bought from me before, I give him a bit of a deal. So we got for $275. My newest account, sales have been very slow on it. Of course, it's a slow time of year, but I'm also not focusing on this account like I probably should be. Just kind of a pain in the ass. It's just the other two I'm signed into more. It's just easier to list on those ones. The last two sales I have had on them. So one of them sent an offer for $200 on something. Zero feedback, had just registered. They're from Italy. I accepted the offer. Didn't hear from them. So I relisted it. When you get, so you have 2 days before an unpaid item case opens, and then you get another 4. So you have 6 days total. 6 days total to pay. Day 5, I finally got a message from the guy. What an idiot. Threatening me. I'm saying he's going to report my listing if I didn't cancel, and threatening feedback extortion. If I didn't cancel on him, he was going to leave me negative feedback, which you can't. If you don't pay, you can't leave feedback. Even if you could, you kind of ruined it by threatening the feedback extortion. So, yeah, anyways. Didn't seem to know what he was buying or doing either. So, yeah, the next morning, the unpaid item case closed on him. Around the same time, I get another offer. $23 item, $15 offer. It's been listed a while. There hasn't been much interest. Whatever, I'll take it. I'm not losing money. So, accept the offer, and immediately got a message. I thought it was a guy, but I looked at the info, and apparently it's a woman. Yeah, got a message. $10, and we have a deal. No, we have a deal at 15 already. Can't make 2 deals on 1 item. We have a deal at 15.
You have a new email.
Oh, I don't even want to know. That's never good. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, so I just ignored that message. A couple hours later, she sends another message. I forget what it said, but I just ignored it. And then not long after that one, another message. Can't pay. And I guess all it says, can't pay. That's fine. I replied back to that one. I said, I had a feeling you wouldn't pay when I saw that one of your feedbacks that you've received says you don't pay. My bad for giving you a chance. And then she said, okay, cancel it. And I said, okay, eBay will take care of it. So it'll be a few days, but it'll be canceled by the end. They'll take care of it. And she's like, okay, thank you. I appreciate it so much. You don't realize that it's an unpaid item strike, but whatever. Not my problem. Uh, who else was there? Oh yeah, okay, so this other chick. She's in Australia. I have something listed right now. And it's this autographed replica of something. Like for example, the flux capacitor from Back to the Future. You can buy those. They're not the original one that was in the movie, but that's fine. You know, you can still get them signed. It doesn't make the autographs worth any less. And that's not what the item is. You can go looking all you want. That's not what the item is, but that's an example. Something like that, or a hoverboard. So yeah, have this item replica but hand signed. This chick messaged me about a month or so ago, like the first round that I had it listed, and she asked me, "Is this original or a replica?" I said, "It's a replica, but it's hand signed." And she said, or no, she didn't say anything, but she sent me an offer, like lowballed me, like on a $150 item, sent me like a $20 offer. Like she just wasn't getting it at all. Like she is just still just thinking like the cost of the item itself. So yeah, anyways, I don't know if I think I counter offered her. I'm pretty sure I counter offered her and again explained this item, like what exactly she is sending offers on. But I didn't hear from her again until last couple days. I had it up for auction, just trying to move it quick, get some attention, more traffic to this account. So yeah, it's up for auction. Get a message, and I'm like, is this not the same chick? It's the same question. It was the same one. Same question. Is this an original or a reproduction? I said it's the same as the last time you asked. Like that wouldn't change. People. 2 people sending me offers and messages asking if they can have a refund if they don't want something. No. Pay attention to that. If people are sending you offers or messages and they're asking if they can have refunds rather than asking if they can return something, that's a red flag. That you wouldn't word it that way unless you didn't want to return something. France. Remember how I blocked France? eBay settings are not working. One of those guys too. I've actually gotten quite a few offers from France. I don't know if it's like the same person or people just using multiple accounts, but I've gotten more offers from France in the last month than in years. It's crazy. And one sale to one of the guys who was the reason I blocked France on February 4th. Ching, get a sale. It's the guy who claimed he didn't receive his item. And so I didn't deal with it. I was on my way to bed. I didn't deal with it. But I messaged him the next morning and I said, where's the email? I said, I'm confused why you would make another purchase from me. I thought he was on my block list too. I don't know. Maybe he was on my other account. I don't know. But yeah, I said, I'm surprised you're making another purchase from me since you claimed you didn't get your last item. You know, thinking maybe, because why would you do that? Thinking maybe he found it, maybe it showed up, you know, hoping that's the kind of reply I get. No. His reply, why not? I never received the other item, but I assume you did the job. The French postal service must have been faulty. On the one hand, I think your support was terrible. You should have made a claim and there would have been an inquiry, but instead you just left me with no solution as I don't have a word to say as the destination guy. So when he opened that claim, I sent him a message and I said, I can go to Canada Post. I can open a claim. I can get them to look into this, but it's going to take several weeks before I hear anything. I said, in the meantime, you need to contact your local post office and your mail courier. Find your mailman, talk to him. You know, it'd be a hell of a lot faster, especially 2 weeks after something was supposedly delivered. We're already 2 weeks behind. At the busiest time of year too. This is like mid December. And he never replied back to that. So I don't know what makes him think a case or a claim wasn't open with Canada Post. I told him it would be several weeks. So why would you have heard anything? And when you just disappear and have no communication, why would I keep commenting with you, I guess? But yeah, so if you bought something from someone, and this is your first purchase, it's not like he's bought from you a bunch of times and never had an issue and then just had this one random problem. Your first purchase, high value item, you are claiming you didn't receive it. And you're also complaining that you don't like my service. Why would you make another purchase? So called eBay and eBay, oh my God, they're horrible to deal with. First rep was not helpful at all, but called back again, and the second rep understood. They're like, yeah, you're right. This person has opened a claim on you once, claiming they didn't get the item. They're using the same address where they supposedly don't receive their mail. And yeah, you're not shipping to France. So yeah, cancel it. We'll protect you from the feedback. So yeah, canceled. He messaged me a few hours later. He's like, are you kidding me? I ignored him. Like 2 days later after that, he left the negative feedback, called eBay. Thought that was going to be a pain in the ass, but nope, they removed that feedback right away. No problem. So, yay. Finally, eBay. Good. Yeah. Yeah, those are my stories. That's like 2 weeks worth of idiots that I've had to deal with. And like I said, I will hopefully have an update about that other scammer tomorrow. So if not, and this video now probably won't get posted until morning. So if you don't see an update by like Wednesday morning sometime, yeah, like I said, eBay has dicked me over again. But cross your fingers for me. Thank you for watching. Good night.